What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again with another video. And man, Maple Leaf fans, in the words of Cody Rhodes, what do you want to talk about? The Maple Leafs lost again in the first round, and I wanted to make this video directly after they lost the game last night at the time I'm recording this. But I really was frustrated. And for the first time in a long time, I felt like, you know what? I don't care. I don't. This team has had too much investment from their fans to the point where I've become numb to them losing in the first round. And it's terrible because they won a round last year. But then you get to this year and they look like a different team in the playoffs again. They don't have structure. They don't have that build that a team should have. And we're going to get into all of that in this video. But if you guys know me, you know this channel. I love rumor videos. I love trade talk. I love chaos. And I wish it didn't happen this soon, but it is. So if you're new here, like and subscribe. You guys do not want to miss it. If you guys have been a part of this channel in the off season, man, we make a lot of content. Like, I'm talking a video a day. So you guys are about to get some stuff because I got a lot to say. So, man, where do we even start with this? You guys as fans know I hate when channels do a recap of the entire series and waste the entire video on talking about that. And this is no disrespect to anybody at all. It's just I feel like I'm going to bore you guys to tears. The Maple Leafs being down 3-1 and coming back, fantastic. Going into Game 7, you know what? I was like, I think they could do it. And then Boston just pulled it out. And, you know, there's a lot of question marks with this team, and that's basically what I want to talk about in this video. But Mitch Marner at the end there, just not even watching Pastrnak coming from behind him and him going, like, Pastrnak, one of the best goal scorers in the NHL this decade, just waltzing in and tucking one home, just irritates the hell out of me, right? And it leads to this. 7 opening round exits in 8 years. 7 opening round exits in 8 years. They've literally only gone past the first round once since I was like in high school. Like I don't even remember how old I was. Like, I was literally in high school, I'm pretty sure. So it's like, or not even, like, I was maybe a little bit older than that. I can't remember. This is all a blur. COVID has ruined literally everything. I can't remember. But I've been out of high school for a bit now. But literally, the Maple Leafs haven't strung together wins in the playoffs in 8 years. They won one game in a second round. They literally are not winning playoff series. They're not winning games. They're not winning tough matchups. They're not winning on the coaching side of things. They're not winning in the goaltending department. They're not winning in the blue line department. They're not even winning in the scoring department. Their power play is terrible. There's so many things about this team that needs to change, and there will be a series of videos about coaching, about goaltending, about everything coming on this channel, but we have to brief on it really quickly here. They need to clean house. They need to get rid of the coaching staff. They need to get rid of Brendan Shanahan. They need to get rid of some of the players on this team. They need to just redo it. Like, it's almost like a rebuild. It's a retool rebuild, like they like to say, right? This is a chance for them to reset. They've got a lot of talent. Maybe one of the core 4 is going to be gone. They need to. They have to. They have to trade 2 of them. Tavares and Marner, low-key, should be moved from. But they probably won't because they have a no movement clause. They won't leave this team. So we'll have to look into that. But what I want to show you guys is the stats, right? So this was the stats for the Maple Leafs through the first round of the playoffs. Now, there's a few guys tied at the top, but Austin Matthews, having 4 points in 5 games, is technically the leader on this team because he did it at a higher points per game average, right? Then you look at William Nylander. So Matthews and Nylander are outliers to me in this situation because Nylander played in 4 games and he had 3 goals. So he led the team in goals and he didn't even play in 3 of the games. Austin Matthews was tied for the team lead in points and he wasn't even playing in 2 of the games. This can't happen. These guys down here, Tavares, Marner, Riley, I mean, Robertson. The list goes on and on. Guys that are supposed to put up points, hell, even Domi and Bertuzzi should probably have a couple more points if you're going to pay them like that, especially Bertuzzi. But why is Austin Matthews and William Nylander, who are missing games, outscoring guys that played the whole series? Now, I know they're generational talents and they're incredible, whatever, but these, like, a lot of these guys didn't even score. Like, Swayman's incredible. And again, we know that arguments. Jeremy Swayman, Allmark, Boston as a whole, they're a great team. But you need to put up numbers. You need to do something. And half these guys didn't do anything. Matthews apparently was injured the whole time. I don't want to give him a pass, but I feel like you kind of have to. And he still put up 4 points. You kind of have to live with the fact that this guy probably was never healthy the whole series. Nylander, who knows if he was healthy? He scored 3 times. So these guys who are like at 50, maybe even 40%, were outplaying guys that were at 110%. That cannot happen. This team needs to change. There needs to be moves. Matthew Nyes should have put up more points. He had some clutch moments. He needed to put up more. Mitch Marner, that might have been his last game as a Maple Leaf. And I've said that before, but now more than ever, that guy should have put up way more numbers than he did. Morgan Riley, same thing. Like, how does Ilya Lyubushkin have the same amount of points as Mitch Marner? Like, that can't happen in 7 games. That just can't happen. This Maple Leafs team, and I'm going to show you guys the cap friendly for next season, this offseason, there's a lot of holes here, right? A lot of these guys probably aren't even going to play. Like Cade Weber, I know people are like, oh, he's going to play. He probably won't even make this team. He might be a 7th defenseman. Connor Timmins, I think they've got to trade him. If they can get him traded, that'll give you a little bit more money, right? I think they've got to bury Ryan Reeves. If they can do that, save themselves some money. Cap friendly, I don't think is really working for me right now. David Kampf, I would like to hold on to him, but if you can move that contract, I would also do that. And potentially a Calle Jarnkrok, even though I don't think they'll do that. One of the two, I think they should move on from and maybe free up some more money for a higher paid free agent, a guy that will do a little bit more than these guys that can score, and then fill in the bottom of your lineup with potentially a Fraser Minton and Easton Cowan, guys like that. Grebokin, I always say his name wrong, but he's an interesting guy that you could look at. But this is kind of what it's looking like. I don't even think Joseph Woll can be considered a starting goalie because he's injured all the time. And I know I'm going to take a lot of flack for that, but Joseph Woll is incredible, but you need to look at the previous years of this guy's career in pro hockey. He literally cannot stay healthy. And I feel terrible for him. I wish he could be a starter. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. When he starts playing, he gets injured, he's done. He starts playing, he's injured, he's done. It's repetition. And unfortunately, the Maple Leafs need a guy that can play a lot more than that. So I think the Leafs need to go out there and really get a starting goaltender. This blue line needs a major overhaul because, I mean, Treliving said he was going to do that, and he didn't. There's a lot of movement that needs to happen here, especially if you trade a guy like Mitch Marner. There's going to be a lot of spots open. I don't think you'll trade a Jarnkrok and a Kampf if you can remove Marner because you need more depth at that point. But the Leafs have money to work with. They've got some free agents. Do you keep Domi? Do you keep Bertuzzi? We'll get to all of that in coming videos. But I kind of want to start with this overlook and then move on from there because I'm going to be posting like every single day this week because there's so much to talk about. But where do you go from here? I want to hear from you, and then I'm going to talk about it in my next videos. But we're going to talk about the core four. We're going to talk about coaching. We're going to talk about the president, Brendan Shanahan. We're going to talk about literally everything because this Maple Leafs team has disappointed us once again. And I said to some people that I wanted to mention this in a video, and I'm going to. And I think I've said variations of this before, but it's now more than ever. And I know you watching this feel the same way as I do. And if you don't, I'd be surprised. Every year, Leaf fans find money for jerseys, shirts, hats, whatever it is. And, you know, people seem to think I have all this money because I'm on YouTube. That's not the case. I have to save quite a bit just to even get to a game. I didn't go to one Leaf game this year, okay? I went to a Marlies game. Actually, I didn't even go to a Marlies game this year. I went to a Maple Leafs preseason game because those are significantly cheaper. You know, you save up for a jersey, a shirt, a new jersey comes out, you get another one. You save up for that. You know, you watch every game. Hell, my boss at work was moving around my schedule so I could catch more games. Like, you structure your life around watching this team sometimes, which sounds crazy, but if you're a diehard fan or just a fan, you find ways to cheer for this team and you give your hard-earned money to watch them. And then every year they just take a leak on you. Every single season. There's more effort from the fans than there are this damn team. And it's not fair. It really isn't. I'm not blaming the refs. I'm not blaming the league. I'm not blaming the Bruins. Actually, congratulations to the Bruins and their fans. This team needs a wake-up call. It's Judgment Day. Do something. Or else you're going to lose more people. Because this is the first time in a long time I watched them lose last night. Oh well. What do I expect? I literally could pull up a text. I don't want to because I don't want to leak the phone number. My friend Tyler sends me a message and he goes, "Sorry, man, like that sucks." And I go, "I'm numb to it." It's every year. Do something. Change this team, and we'll see where that goes. This offseason's about to be crazy. This is going to be the most wild offseason we've had in quite some time. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're talking trades. We're talking rumors. It's the offseason. It's time for me to shine on this channel. It's time for you guys to listen in because it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to be listening to you guys more than ever. This is going to be crazy. Let's check it out. Peace.